Testing. Okay, well, I kind of decided to do this today. I really didn't discuss with anybody. I just kind of jumped on. I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit of a live today. I've not been on in a while. We've been really busy trying to get ready to, downsize from this house, which is always our plan, but we just never got to it. But we're to it now. So anyway, that is where we have been and what we are doing. Now I need to adjust the size of this right quick. For some reason, I have this giant screen over here for, I don't know why, but we'll figure that out. But hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's been doing well. Let's go over here and fix this over here. Okay. Well, I don't know why it looks like that. That's just crazy. Okay, let's go to, I gotta pull it over here. Oh, Lord. It's hot today in Texas, I'll tell you that. Okay, let's see. Go to here, and we're going to downsize this just a little bit. It is just too big. You can't even see anything because it's too big. It's so strange, but it is. Here we go. Let's see, system. Here we go. Make this display. Let's get this to be a little bit smaller. Okay. Scale. All right. Scale. No. Let's just make it it's too big. All right, here we go. Okay, so we can just do 100. Let's see what happens if you do 100 because it's just too big. I don't know if it goes the right way or not. I'm not sure how that goes, but yeah, it's still too big. Hey, Southern Cats, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, my screen's really weird because it's this big giant thing. But anyway, hope you're all doing well. So I wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the star that she thinks she is. If you saw the stuff on TikTok that's everywhere now, I'm sure you're like, oh my God, what in the world is she doing and who does she think she is? Because I can tell you right now, the one thing about Gypsy is she does not realize that she's not a child anymore, right? She thinks that she thinks she's still a child. She does childish things. It's like she's never going to grow up. It is the strangest thing I've ever seen. So let me get a little drink of water and then we'll go on with our show and talk about her and Natalie and what they've been doing and call it collaborating. I really don't see it as collaborating. Myself, I see it as a money grab because both of those people are money grabbing people. This is what they do, right? I mean, they're going to jump online and they're going to do all this stuff because they need to make some money. And Gypsy Rose has lost all ability. She's everything that she planned on doing, she has not done. She gets all these ideas in her head and she goes about doing it and she realizes, okay, that's not going to be successful, right? And so then she stops and moves on to something else. She never completes anything. And it is the strangest thing I've seen out of, well, let's just say it's not strange for her. Let's just talk about that. It's not strange for her. So let me go back up here to the beginning of what I wanted to talk about here. Now, I don't think that Natalie Reynolds has realized what she's hooked herself up with. I don't know that she's done the homework through the FOIAs to figure out what Gypsy Rose Blanchard is about. Gypsy Rose will find a way to use and discard Natalie as well. Okay. Natalie might really be an influencer. I'm not sure. But we know that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is not an influencer. She wants to be an influencer. That's the way I see her and a lot of other people see her. I don't know that Gypsy Rose Blanchard actually discussed with Natalie what and how this happened because I don't think she did. When she got up there on that YouTube or on that little TikTok and did the little "we don't judge" situation and did the X and said, "Well, I did 8.5 years for her own mother." She told the truth. Okay, in my mind, she perjured herself right there. Which you can't. There's no such thing as double jeopardy when you perjure yourself. Okay, she can be held accountable for that. So I wish they would do something about it. But I hope that Natalie, I hope that she realizes who she's hooked up with and what's going to happen to her next. Because just like all the rest of them, when she's done using you for whatever she can get, she's going to discard you. She hooked up with all of these people thinking that they were going to take her somewhere. And then that all just didn't happen, right? So Natalie over here, let's talk about Natalie for a minute. Let me check her age right quick because I'm not sure of it. I really don't know that much about her other than I saw where she did a video where she offered to pay somebody money and the person couldn't even swim. And instead of helping her, she starts running away. Do you know that was horrible? It was just horrible. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I was seeing. So hang on a second. Let's go. Now, oh, NatalieReynolds here. She's an online personality. We do know that. And let's see what she is famous for. She is best known for short form videos on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Her viral short videos are trending content, commentary and reactions, sometimes tied to controversial topics, and building a following through personality driven content, like any other TikToker. But she's been mentioned in discussions around true crime topics and online debates, including Gypsy Rose Blanchard. These situations are tending to spark strong opinions online, and they always will, right? That's going to continue to happen. They lead back and forth reactions, and it's driving live streams because it is almost like rage baiting, okay? Because people are upset with Gypsy Rose, and people are upset with Natalie over that particular video. So you get the two together, and you're creating a rage baiting situation, which we know rage baiting sells. We've seen it over and over and over. We know this, right? So I think that Gypsy Rose, I don't know who reached out to who, but here's the other question. Where was Ken and where was this baby that she has who, when all this is going on? Who did she leave this baby with? What's going on over there? Because it seems to me like Gypsy doesn't have time to be a mother. Every day we see her going live somewhere or all over the internet somewhere all day long. Who is taking care of the baby? That's the question, isn't it? It's concerning. And where is old Ken at? I tell you what, Ken Urker, he really should be paying attention to what's going on here because Gypsy is never going to settle down and be the mom. She's not going to. Gypsy is over here recreating a childhood missed that she missed by her own doing, by pretending to be handicapped and in that chair. That is kind of what I think Gypsy Rose is doing. Now, we know that Gypsy Rose has sociopathic tendencies and some personality disorders. We know she does. And so now we're really seeing them come out once again. Now, I have always thought, and I will always think, that Gypsy Rose absolutely went in that room, or Gypsy Rose heard her mother. Gypsy Rose knew everything. She is not this little wallflower that didn't hear or see anything. I think she went in the room because she made the statement that her mother's last words still haunt her. How would you know what your mother said if you were in the dang room with her? You tell us how that happened because it's not making any sense, is what I see. Okay. The FOIAs are very, very telling too. I'm so glad they came out. Now let's talk about TMZ for a minute. Okay. So let me hang on a second, pull this up. Okay. I really think that TMZ needs to go look at the FOIAs and learn a little bit about Gypsy Rose and what really happened there. Because what we see is that they don't really know, or they're not addressing it. Are they like everybody else and just ignoring these things and just letting it slide and not paying any attention at all to what she did? I don't understand. Do you? Uh, you know, TMZ. TMZ didn't just report the story. I mean, they're just over there making things more than they are without actually looking at the FOIAs, without paying any attention to Gypsy Rose, the truth coming out, and that Gypsy Rose is not what they sold her to be. But are they like any other news or any other media who knows that they went with the story that she was abused and now cannot ungo with that story? In other words, they cannot admit the truth because they're embarrassed because they went with what they thought was the truth. They can't come back and address the fact that, oops, they were wrong. Now, we know how all these people were wrong, and they were wrong because of what was sold in that courtroom. Okay. I mean, we have to talk about this. Should Gypsy Rose be treated like a celebrity? The answer is hell no. Is TMZ helping the public understand the case? Or are they just continue with the same old narrative? I think they're continuing with the same old narrative because they won't go look at the truth, right? these situations. Okay, the whole thing is Gypsy Rose Blanchard does not need to be idolized by anybody. I don't think children are to be watching Gypsy Rose Blanchard do anything, because we also know there's been reports of it, of children discussing, gee, I can get 9 million followers if I just, unalive my mother. Look at Gypsy Rose. They see her as something she's not. I don't want. And I'll tell you another thing, and I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, I know. But one of the things else I noticed about her and Natalie's little uh, videos that they're doing is the fact that they are trying to grab the attention of a younger audience. Gypsy Rose does not need to be playing toward a younger audience ever. Okay? That's dangerous, because you're talking about people who are very impressionable, and people who also think that they want to be famous. All right, they want to be famous on TikTok, or they want to be famous on whatever platform, and so they eventually somebody will, and I think people have, but we don't know about it yet, done the same thing to their own parent. I think there was somebody talk the other day. I heard a creator talking about this, and I think that they were talking about there'd been so many of these that happened since Gypsy Roses. So let me ask this here. How many times, we're going to look at this, has children, I'm going to pull this up like this, taken the lives of their parents, since Gypsy Rose got out of prison? That's what we're going to look at right there. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Let's see what it said. Let's see what it tells us over here. It's searching the web right now to give us the actual answer. Now, the actual answer is that there's no evidence or spike. Like, it cannot tell us how many. It can't count for us. It's not going to tell us that. But it will talk about how common is this. The killing of a parent by a child is called parricide. It's considered a very rare overall type of killing. In the US, it only makes up a small fraction of all murders. On average, about five parents per week, okay, are killed by their children nationwide. 5 parents per week. Okay. That number has existed for years. It's not new, and they say it's not tied to anybody's case. But it feels like, okay, it just feels like that there's more. High profile cases like Gypsy Rose Blanchard's get documentaries, TikTok edits, TMZ style coverage, and that makes similar cases feel more common than they really are. It's like, uh, you really don't hear about all of them. A lot of them happen, you never hear a thing. But I want to know, why does one case become so popular and the other ones don't? What is happening there that makes this happen? I've always wanted to know that. Um, are we just not hearing about it? Is it really still happening? That's the question, right? And let's go back and look at some of the other things. Now, I've done. I really wish this wasn't that big. Let me see if I can do something to make it smaller over here. I'm going to split my screen so we can pull up some FOIAs and things like that, so we can take a look. Here we go. Let's split the screen over here. It looks so strange because it's so big. I don't even understand. All right, we go to YouTube over here, and I'm going to pull this up, and we're going to look at some more of these other things that I found very, very. Uh, it's like, if you didn't look, if the FOIAs didn't come out, nobody would have ever known the truth ever. You'd have never known it. There was no way to. It's incredible telling. It's incredibly telling, everything that came out in those FOIAs, and how brutally dishonest everybody in this case was, because they were. Okay, let me pull this up over here. Okay, come on now. Oh, come on, craziness. It doesn't want to pull up there. All right, well, let's do this. We'll pull it up from over here. All right, hang on a second. Let me get this YouTube pulled up so we can talk about it for just a second. All right. Okay, I got to get into the weeds over here. We're going to pull back up those documents and go from there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hang on a minute. Everything just doesn't want to work right. All right. I can make that smaller. It's so strange. Okay, I'm going to pull this up. Go to their podcast over here. There we go. Over here. Now, we talked about the other day when we did a live on her, we talked about poor Nick and all the things where Nick is sitting in there and Nick is saying, I don't even know why I'm here. Do y'all remember that? So let's go back over here to the Gypsy FOIA. There we go. Come on. It's got to open up real quick. And we'll pull this back up down here. Okay. Let's see. All right. Hang on just a second. Oh, this is kind of... No, I don't want to see crime scenes. Hang on a minute. I want to see these interviews. Hang on just a second. Where's her interviews? Oh, well, they were right here. All right, just a second. I want to pull up these interviews that they had for Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard herself. I don't see them. I know they're here. All right. Well, that's craziness because I know they're here. Nick's house, emails. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's look up Gypsy right here. Just a second, guys. Come on. Pull this back up so I can get. I'm sorry, guys. It's just taking a minute because it's loading really, really slow. So just hang on. All right. I don't want to download it. I just want to play it. Open. I don't want to do that. Oh, I got to open it with this. Hang on. Sorry, I forgot to open it with Cloud Drive. Okay. Well, I don't want to. Why does it not do it right? Oh Lord, are you kidding me? All right. Well, it's not loading right. Hey, Dad. Oh, hey, Ryan. Hey, how you doing? I don't want to call your name out. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? I'm trying to get this thing to load up, but it's giving me a really hard time. We're talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her mess. Let's see if we can load it up from over here. It's like the Google Drive doesn't want to let us into it. Here we go, y'all. Hang on a second. Let's pull up Gypsy Rose. Well, you got to spell it right. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, show up. All right, nothing's wanting to work and nothing's wanting to open. Come on, man. Gallery, come on. Downloads, come on, Gypsy Rose. Here we go. All right, well, nothing's wanting to open up, and that's really devastating. Okay, let me get this over here and close this. We'll just watch it the other way, y'all. Just bear with me right here. Here's their podcast. Okay, I don't know why it won't pull up. Let's go. Google Drive. We've opened these before. There we go. There's that. Open up. Okay. Now Gypsy Rose. Here we go. Maybe this one will open. We'll see. Oh, this one might open. Nope. Why is it not opening? Oh, come on. Open with. We shouldn't have to do that. I guess we'll download it like this and go. Download anyway. All right. Save as. Oh my God, you shouldn't have to do all this. All right, just a minute. I thought that it would just open anyway and we could just play it, but I guess it's not wanting to. There we go. Hang on, we're just going to open it this way and play it. Sorry, guys. It's acting out on me. It's just acting out. I can't make it, do right over here. Oh my God, it's ruining my damn live stream here. All right, I don't know why it's not working right, but we're just not able to play it right this minute, which is so disturbing. Maybe it'll play from here. Oops, oh, almost messed this up. Jeez, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it's not playing. Okay, for some reason my Gypsy Rose stuff is not going to play. I don't know why it won't load up. That's a problem. We're just going to have to actually talk about it. I guess talk about it, or else I'm going to have to redo. Sorry. Okay, sorry guys. My connection just dropped, but it came back. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. See, we're having issues over here. I guess, I don't know if it's the internet. I don't know what's going on, but it's just not pulling up. There we go. We're just going to watch somebody else's, I guess. This is just pissing me off so bad. Let's see. Let's go pull this up like this. We'll just pull it up like this, guys. All right. Okay. All right, hang on. All right, we're going to let this play. Let me get it to connect up. I just don't understand what's going on here with it.
Said in that video. Everyone is trying to make me and Gypsy seem so horrible in that
you
video.
Listen to this. Listen to this chick right here.
For our past actions. You guys need to learn to move on and accept
this is NatalieReynolds.
Mistakes. Nobody's perfect, and Gypsy already did her time in jail, and y'all were begging for her to get out, and now that she's finally out,
no, we weren't.
Still want to find another problem with it. You guys are so jealous of Gypsy and I because we're both celebrities and living our best lives, and there's nothing y'all can do to take that away from us. Goodbye. I'm here to apologize for the horrible.
All right. Did you hear that? No, NatalieReynolds, we're not jealous of anything about you. And no, NatalieReynolds, we did not beg for her to get out, right? She begged to get out. We didn't beg to get out. She begged to get out. She should have never gotten out. Okay? The truth train has unloaded everything. And I can't believe people like you, NatalieReynolds, are going to hook yourself to her. Do you not understand what's going to happen to you? Both of them are just unreal. I mean, you've got a 29-year-old, a 27-year-old, and a 34-year-old over there acting like they're 15 and just playing themselves to teenagers who want to idolize those two, and they never should. It just never should happen. So it's very, very irritating that this is happening this way. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't know why anybody would want to watch the garbage that they put out the other day. What it was is, okay, remember the dance? That's what I was going to pull up. The dance that Gypsy Rose did for Nick, which kind of looked like it was a hula dance or whatever, but it really wasn't, right? They are over there pretending to do this same little dance as what that is about. So, see, Gypsy Rose is not... she has no emotions. She is not sorry for what she did to her mother. She's never apologized to her mother. You see her smiling and carrying on and just like nothing she's ever done is wrong. She's never taken accountability for it, ever, and she never will. That's one of the problems here. Now, this is driving me crazy. I don't know why it looks like this. Something's not right here. I've got to make this smaller so I can pull up the other, let's pull this up over here. Hang on.
We listen and we don't.
Okay, watch
judge.
this one.
One time I dared a homeless woman $20 to jump into a lake, and then she said she couldn't swim, and I ran away laughing. We don't judge.
We don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
How ridiculous.
For 8.5 years because my own mom.
Oh my God.
Hey, we listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. I really like to cup my hand and fart in my hand because I like to smell my fart.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that ridiculousness? We listen and we don't judge. Oh, God. Yes, everybody's going to judge you, and everybody's going to judge you, Natalie, because you've hooked up with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. It is not funny. What she did is not funny. You two are not funny together. It is not funny to try to offer somebody $20 to jump in the water and they can't even swim, and then you run away. Actually, I'm surprised she didn't get charged with some kind of criminal charge for that, because you don't run away when somebody's drowning, lady. You just don't do that. I don't understand. I mean, it's like she walked away. It was nothing. She didn't get in trouble. Nothing. And then we got this one over here who does everything in the world you can do to not take accountability for what she did to her mother, including what happened to Nick. What? I'm adding this to... Oh, good to see you. I'm glad you're doing that, Ryan. That's good. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you by your name. I just have to. But anyway, right. Okay, there's something. I don't know why this looks this way. It's really messing this up. I need to make it smaller. Let me see if I can do something about the scale of this. This is strange. It's messing up what I want to show. I can't. It's like it's not. Show hidden icons. Okay, well, let's see if we can scale this down some. Just a minute, guys, because I can't show the videos I want to show because it's not showing the whole video. So let's scale it down some if we can. Let's see. It's probably over here. One more time. Let's make this display smaller so it'll stop doing this. Okay. Display. Gosh, I don't know. Scale. Well, there you go. There's nothing there. Let's see if we do 300 if it changes it. Here we go. Okay, here, enter. All right. Okay, doesn't want to do it. How, that's so strange. Hang on a second. Let me fix this. Okay. It's still not fixing it. Damn, that's so strange. Look at all that. I don't understand why it looks like that. You would not believe what I'm seeing over here versus what y'all are seeing over there. It's craziness how this looks. I don't know if I can even fix it from here. I don't think I can. Okay. All right. Well. What happened to it, but it's really disturbing. It's disturbing. I think I'm just going to shut this down and restart it after I fix this because I cannot show the videos I want to show with it like this. So let's just call it, let's just shut this one down and I'll come back and do it live and we'll just redo it because something isn't set up right here and it's causing issues. So I'm going to let this, we're just going to end this right now and I'll come back later. See you guys later. Have a good day. It's just something's